human existence in this world. We human beings always inflict pain in ourselves. We inflict pain when things are not going the way we want it to be. We inflict pain when we demand things to be the way we want it to be. And that this principle falls into the Buddha's teaching in one of the noble truths. To get things done in one way you want it to be, you're very happy. We call it very satisfying. And we don't get things the way we want it to be, and we feel sad or dukkha. How to strike a balance in this practice in Buddhism? That's why we are here for the training. We are here so that we can look at ourselves, a place that is peaceful. It is only through the peaceful state of mind that one person can see one's own mistake. Because if your heart is not peaceful, our mind is always full of thoughts, full of ideas, full of things should be this way, should be that way. And that's the problem with our mind, because our mind is sick. And that's why by inflicting this kind of pain in ourselves, we can't find peace within. How can we find peace outside? Worse, we cannot find peace by trying to change things externally. We cannot. We can only find peace within. That's why the Buddha said to look within. Look within your own body, this university of the body. Never one sutta you see the Buddha say about external thing, never. But the Buddha did say, you look at external thing in terms of impermanence, anicca, dukkha, suffering, anatta, there's no self. Then your mind can calm the fire of fury, the fire of wanting this and wanting that. And this one is triggered by what? What we call views. If there's no view, how things can be done? But because we can't see it, we say this is not view. This is view. This is mana. Mana is what? Identical view, tithi, pride. We must look at this thing. We must look within ourselves, not externally. We can change external thing easy. The whole world has been changing. Don't you see Melbourne? They got the highest building, people living up there full of defilement. So what? You look at the whole world. The World Trade Center, people building World Trade Center, they send spaceship into the sky. But can they change the world? They can't. Because why? This world is full of greed, full of hatred, full of defilement. Because of human greed. Human want to control. Human greed for more what? More territory, more food. Because of the attachment to this body. At the end of the day, because of attachment to this body. And this body is what? For survival. Because we don't know that one day you're going to die. Sure to die. But people at large, they don't look at this way. Because they have been empowered their mind by greed, by status, by name and fame. And that's why this whole world is so havoc. So we come to a place like that. We want to be calm within. How to train ourselves to be calm. How to create a peaceful state of mind within. The peace within. What I'm talking about, the peace within. When the Buddha talk about forest, the forest within. It's not the forest, external forest. The forest within our mind. We must be able to create the space of peaceful state of mind within our own mind. When our mind is peace, no problem. What happened to the world? We look at the world. This is the world of suffering, the world of defilement. We cannot change the world. But we can manage ourselves. We can change ourselves. That is for sure. That's why if you were to look, last time, what was our mind state? Last time, before each and individual personnel sitting in this sala, last time, what was your mind state? And after you come in contact with mental cultivation, and what was your mind state now? Any improvement or no? If no, why? There must be a big question, why? If we cannot throw in the correct question or put up proper question in questioning oneself, then forever we can't improve. We will keeping only external thing, looking our eye looking externally. But if the look inside, why these things happening to me? Why am I like that? Why am I like this one? Why I always get angry? Why I always get dissatisfactory? Why always? Until today, we never give up the training. We still do the walking meditation. We do our sitting. We do personally. We do it quietly. We don't cause trouble to other people. We see there got people walk here, we go walk outside. We see down there got people do this thing. Okay, we don't disturb them. We do other thing. And this is how We coexist because what? We want to maintain the peace within yourself. See, this is how we maintain the peaceful state of mind. You maintain the peace, then you see, silence is golden. It's always good to be silent. It's always good to just look at it and smile and just walk away. And no problem. No problem. Because why? Peace within. We are here. We're not here to create trouble. We're not here to create any detrimental things to other people. No. Everybody come here because they want to learn something. They come here because they thought that, okay, this is a place of worship. That's why in certain place, we don't want to set up so much hard and fast rule because people at large, they have a lot of suffering out there. And when they come to a temple, even they don't meditate, just stare at the Buddha image, they feel happy. Just staring at the Buddha image, can you imagine? Then as we expose to these people, we start to understand. Different people got different level of mind state. Certain people, they can't because their life is so suffering, so much stress. They can't even close the eye, they got to stare. If they close the eye, they will go crazy. They say, all these things, my mind just jumble, I cannot handle my mind state. So where does compassion lays now? How can we place compassion in this aspect? Are we going to chase these people away? No. Just leave them alone. People come, they want to do so long, they don't create this harmony enough. So long they leave people alone. Leave the people alone. We must know where we stand. Don't we draw the line. Then we don't have problem. The problem is that we don't know how to handle skillfully. And that's the problem. Lack of skill. Because we lack of skill within. If we know to handle all defilement, we know, this defilement, I must play trick with this defilement. Like last time, when I was in the forest, my mind was crazy, really crazy. I'm going to leave the forest if I don't have my ice cream. Shit, I'm crazy already. Because we can't find happiness within. That's why the mind go up for ice cream, for this and that. But we don't have this type of problem here. We have everything is prepared for, nicely served. And yet we have problem. I don't know why. The problem is that we don't see inside here. But if we are put in a harsh condition, can you imagine? We don't even have proper food, not even proper lodging, not even proper every damn thing, clothing. Don't talk about blankets. The kind of harsh condition we got to go through, and yet we make it through. We stand tall. We stand tall because we have tolerance. We have endurance training. We have tolerance training. Tolerance to what? To hardship. These are the training we went through. And this is why we see the importance of the training. But in this place, it's so good. Everything is so well prepared for. And we didn't have to go through this kind of thing. We just follow the protocol, do the training. Nobody is pressuring anyone. We have all the free play. What's wrong? Nothing wrong. And we must let one person, and that's the teacher who talk. And that's all. We just listen. Agree, don't agree, just keep inside your heart. Later stage of the practice, we'll realize, I have this wrong view. This is my wrong view. The same thing. When we first go to Thailand, we have culture shock. Everything is not in line with what we want it to be. But later as we stay, we blend in, we start to understand. We start to understand, this is the way, okay. And we train ourselves, and we can adapt. That's why it takes time. The training is not like a syllabus are just syllabus. This training is time, experience, exposure. You need the exposure, the experience, right? You need the exposure and the experience and the real doing, realization, the understanding of the Dhamma. Not preconceived notion of this place or that place. Everybody got their own way of training people differently. What he can see, can you see? Can you know what is background? We don't know, we can only see externally. But we must see, this person got good intention. This person is a good person. It comes from the training. How can we help him? How can we help him? How can we encourage? This was my intention in staying back, in helping a place out. All the place in this world, since the day one I ordained as a monk, I have this good intention in me. And it never fade away. But if any place I think that, it's impossible, then no problem. The place got no problem. I also got no problem. Just move on, that's all. Because why? We are human beings. If we think that the place got no problem, then we just move on. We will help those people that can be helped. Those people cannot be helped. We leave them alone. That's all. You just have food. There's plenty of food. Are we going to refrain people from bringing food? We can't. But we pick and choose what food that you can eat. We're not going to tell people, hey, you don't cook this food, you can't cook that food. Because why? People wake up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They have this good faith. They cook the good food. We think it over. First thing, these people, they are not even our relative, not even our brother and sister. Who are they? Because they want merits. They want to do some goodness for themselves. They know that if I feed the monks who are pure in the precept, who practice meditation, I support the sasana, I support the religion. You see, these lay people, they are so faithful. We must have the compassion, based on that. And this is how we look at them. A lot of things, we take time to digest, but we cannot enforce things to this way, that way, and you have a system. The Vinaya is already the system. Again, if we want a place to be quiet all the time, then we must be a hermit, going to the forest, stay alone, don't come and engage with the world. If you are engaging with the world, you bound to hear noise, you bound to sitting, liking, disliking, and this is where the practice comes in. If you don't like, why you don't like? You must throw the question, why you don't like? Is it wrong? No. Why you don't like? You don't like what? We must try to question this thing, why we don't like. Why? Keep digging in. Then we can improve. Because we want things to be the way I want it to be. If not, cannot. And this is suffering. The suffering because of what? Thought. Think this thought. The evolutions of this thought and the content of the thought, we are so attached to the thought. You see, so many things we think in our life, I want to do this and do that. Can we do? Or did we do? We don't do. After we do, for start, yes, we do. And after that, bang, we give up in the end. We don't have the persistent effort. We must have the persistent effort. That's why in training, if we don't cause trouble, it's internal. You control yourself internally. Well, just grilling in your own heart, our own heart, our own defilement. Keep grilling. Why? Keep digging. Why? It's anicca. If this is anicca, why this thought come from? Why? It keep coming out. If think there's good, and good in what way? Because keep grilling, then we can improve. If really good, then you don't cause trouble. No trouble. You look at the Buddha's teaching, really good, never cause trouble. You look at Ananda, when the Buddha was in if I'm not mistaken, in Vesali, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Other schools of thoughts, their leader come attack the Buddha, and Ananda tell the Buddha, let's go to other place, Savasti, got people better. You have these kings and this fellow men all supporting the Buddha. Why must we subject to ourselves? No, we're not going to move. We're going to stay. There are certain people out there that can be helped. We're not going to just run away. We're going to stay. There are certain people that can be helped. We help those certain people. When this done, then we go. No problem. You see how wise the Buddha. It's always good to take the Buddha as our. Even we say we cannot behave like the Buddha, but we copy his thought, how he think, the way our Buddha think, the way they do things. At least we know that the light of wisdom is there. People who are wise is there. The school of thought that is wise. We cannot believe ourselves. What thought we have, full of pride, full of delusions, full of this type of thing. We think is right in our own thinking, but at the eye of other people, if good, everybody will agree. If no good, then there is problem. Then we got to look inside here already ourselves. This is the whole training all about, right? If not, why we ordain? We ordain because we want to correct ourselves. We want to lower our pride, lower our anger, our hatred, and to take it that even though we have been ill-treated, we are using our karma. Who knows, past life we have been always making life difficult for other people. That's why you got to go through this kind of experience. Why don't we twist this kind of experience, this kind of instances to our advantage? And this is always what I do. This is always how all the Kuba Ajahn do. When they make with very nasty kind of thing, we never run. Stay put, look inside your straight away. Good. This kind of filing, then you can sharpen your wisdom, sharpen. Oh, then you can see how the mind become more softer. The view becomes softer, and you start to listen other people's view. You start to listen to other people. Then you can see, oh yeah, not always we are right. Oh, when a person hit this type of mind state at time, when your mind state realize, right, you start to be quiet. You don't want to talk. The more you don't want to talk, you just be quiet. Just keep meditating on it, because no point. People just agree to disagree. Just disagree. Just do this disagree, because right, no point talking. And that's the problem. When this is what the Buddha said. If a person reaches stage, is very dangerous. The Buddha every time say, if the teacher want to cure the student easy, just keep silent. Finish. No one give advice anymore, and he will die by himself. This is what the Buddha always say. Just be silent. Silent only. You want to encounter dispute, and you know there is no point talking, just keep silent. No problem. So that you don't aggravate more fire. You don't make the other party more anger. Because suffering is very torturing. It's very, very torturing. Sometimes we look at it, we say, oh, we really feel pity for people who are always in the kind of mind state. Very pitiful, very, very painful. It's fire burning. But people who are in that state, they don't see it's fire. They say that, oh, this is the way it should be. But it's fire. But if it is good, cool. It's very cool. So remember, right? This is a place of worship. We all come here for the sake of our own welfare and happiness. So what are the welfare and happiness now? Where does it lie? How can it be recollected? How can it be? If it doesn't have, how can we acquire it? In what way? Already the Buddha's teaching is there, and we don't have to explain any further, because everybody are adult. They know how to think for themselves. If there's certain thing people don't know, we got to tell them, okay, these are the things to be done. That's all. So I hope that, we are not trying to run down each and other individual. No, it's an open speech. It's a food for thought for everyone to think about it. Because why? In this world, you can change 1,000 places. The problem of our heart is just shadow. If you don't change the way our mind behave, the way we think, the way we do things, you can change 1,000 places. The same old problem stick with, just a shit. The shit on our nose. We never clean the shit on your nose. And we keep smelling shit. And everywhere we go, you say shit. Because shit smell, because the shit is on the nose. And we forgot to clean. You clean, oh shit, the shit is on my nose. Same thing. Just like a hair, when they drop into your eye, even there's a big mountain in front of you, you can't even see the mountain. Then when we pass a thing, people talk about mountain, they say, where got mountain? Because during that time, the eye was in your eye, the hair was in the eye. Same thing. Our own fault is the hardest to remedy. But other people's fault, easy. This person no good, that person no good. Easy to look at. Because why? The mind, everybody's mind is very good in picking fault in other people. But your own fault is the hardest. Let me tell you, the hardest. Even though you know this fault, but because of the pride, holding on. Because you let go, you got nothing to hold on already. You feel so lost. Because why? The mind is habitually holding on to what we call pride and self-identity. That's why we got this problem. That's why we cannot let go. So we hold it so dearly. If you let go, there's nothing to hold on to. Hold on to mindfulness, hold on, see can die or not. Then you can see, you feel better, you feel lighter. When a person reach a kind of mind state through meditation, and not through reading or not, through meditation, through calming the mind, walking, sitting, whole day, whole night, day in, day out, month in, month out, year in, year out, until we can really experience inside our own mind. Then we talk about it. It not be all talking only, no point. So that'll be the sharing for today, right? สัพพโรกวินิโมโทสัพพสันทาภวันจิโตสัพพเวรมณีกันโทนิโบโตจตุวันภวสัพพิติโยวิวันจันตุสัพพโรกวินาศตุมาเตภวะวันตรายโยสุขิติขายุโกภวะภิวาทนาสิริสานิจาวุฒาปัจจายโนจัตตารโอธรรมวันทันติอายุวันโนสุขังอาลังคาเลดาดาดิสัพพัญญาวานาโยวิธรรมจารากาเลนาดินญาดาริโสโจโปเตสุตาริโสวิปัสสนามนัตตัสสะวิปุลาโหติดากินาเยตตาหนุโมดันติเวยาวาจากโรติวานาเทนาดากินาโอนาเทปิปุญญาสัพพกิโนตาสมาดันเตอาปาติวานาจิตโตยะธารินามหาภลังปุญญานิปารโลกาสมิปาริตาโหนติปาริดานติภวตุสัพพมังคลังราคันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสดาโสติภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังราคันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสดาโสติภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังราคันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสดาโสติภา